In the Morelos Mountains, campesinos are planting their fields, where the ghost of Zapata rides a horse that can still outrun the wheel. Where the ghost of Zapata high in the sky above the clear outside. It's the free Mexican Air Force flying tonight. Way up there in Kentucky, a cowgirl is cooling her heels, remembering that God gave us herbs and the fruits of the field. But a criminal law that makes outlaws of those seeking light make the free Mexican Air Force, Mescalito riding his white horse. The free Mexican Air Force is flying tonight, flying so high. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How strange an innocent herb causes money to burn. They'll jail you or kill you for making those rich fat cats squirm. But nothing can stop us, my vision is clearly in sight. And the free Mexican Air Force is flying tonight. While we smoking colitas, federales are loading their guns, blowing smoke from their six-shooters, spinning their barrels for fun. Contrabandistas, banditos of light, we're the free Mexican Air Force and we're flying tonight. And high in the hills we are harvesting sweet sensimilla. The law wants it all because they think the wild we can free us. Freedom for us is a prison for the rulers of might. That's why the free Mexican Air Force, Mescalito riding his white horse. The free Mexican Air Force is flying tonight. Everybody flying so high. Yeah, yeah. Flying tonight. You're a good bunch. Oh, yes.
Good afternoon, good morning, early, yeah, about 12:30 today. I hope I have my volume on low enough so you can hear me today here, man. Let me, I just downloaded this soundboard, and I'm still trying to figure it out. But I think we got it. I think it's okay. Shout out to everybody that came in here to say hi to me this morning, man, or this afternoon. It's already PM. It's a fucking crazy day out here. It's about 22 degrees outside. I got my wood stove cranking. It's about 75 in here. Beautiful day on the Monhope Bay. Digging on a little bit of blues in the background there. We started off with one of my favorites, man, Peter Rowan, the Free Mexican Air Force. And I'm just enjoying myself on some tincture that I made up this week, man. This is my thing. I'm not, Bruce Gass, boxing, jazz, and more. Toka too. That was my thing. It's been for over 50 years, man. Now, I'm a tincture man. This is my Green Dragon tincture that I make up. This is about an ounce of it, and that's my thing now. That's the 21st century. That's next level. Everything boxing, marijuana smoking. It's all levels. I think this is the way to go, man. The congestion is non-existent. The irritation, all the things that we have to concern ourselves with burning that lovely flower. And water too, man. Make sure you get your share of water. Make sure you stay hydrated in your life, man. Keep all those organs, keep that throat, keep everything. Everything is hydrated. Water is the key, man. Make sure you get your water in here, man. Let me see who's in the building over here, because this is a special day here. And I appreciate you cats coming in here. Mr. Pads, my brother, first one in the room. The Boxing Lounge, man. Thank you for coming in, my brother. St. Cruisin', the OG. I appreciate you here, my man. Big Blunts in Boxing. With a name like that, how can we not love you, brother? Get this smoke, man. We got all the reefer innuendos in here, man. Almost every one of my man. Every one of my men. Get this smoke. Salute to you, my brother. And Skull Asylum, thank you for coming by. All right, man. MZid, man. Salute to you, brother. Nice to see you in here again, man. 59 years ago today, I was 9 years old. I didn't really know what was going on, but I felt the excitement in the air. And see, I come from a predominantly white town, and everybody, and then this was beyond the color barrier, but Muhammad Ali scared people, bro. Sonny Liston was actually the hero. Sonny Liston, the thug. Frankie Cabo, who was a former hitman, and he was in the Lucchese family, and he was running boxing, man. He was running the boxing, and boxing was run by the mob back then. Sonny Liston, former ex-con, learned how to box in jail. Hang on 1 second, please. What's up, baby? Okay, baby. Bye-bye. My lovely wife let me know she's on a mission over here, so that's a good thing. Hey, make sure you pick up my prescription, baby. Okay. Okay? Thank you. I got to get my testosterone for my hormonal replacement therapy. That's the steroid stuff, man. That's what the old guys, that's what they give us to keep us going. And my last little bottle here, man. See that stuff? That's beyond supplements, man. Testosterone cypionate. That's what every athlete strives to raise their testosterone levels. Some do it artificially like this. Most do it artificially like this. But I do it for medical reasons. Once you become my age, I'm 68 right now. Testosterone. Your body doesn't produce the testosterone that it did when I was younger, and you need these testosterone to keep your cholesterol levels, your blood pressure, all your internal organs. They thrive on that supplement, that hormone, testosterone. And some people, you can raise your testosterone naturally by eating foods that are rich in zinc, nuts, lean beef, some good omega-3 fishes, like the salmon, the herring, mackerel. These things raise your testosterone naturally. But as you get older, the pituitary doesn't quite pump it out fast enough, so we have to add a little bit. I don't even know what I take. I think I take a CC, which has got 200 milliliters per CC, and I stick it in my thigh every 20 days. I ran out, so I had my wife's picking me up my supply while she's out. It's one of those things that it's part of growing old. It's part of life, and does the job. Also keeps lead in the pencil, as they say. But anyway, man, let's go back to Miami Beach, man. Let's go back to Miami Beach on February 25th, 1964. We got a young, brash, undefeated challenger. His name is Cassius Clay at the time. And he's taking on the guy that nobody wanted to take on, man. Sonny Liston. Big bad Sonny Liston. Two Matador, my brother. Thank you for coming by, man. No, that's what testosterone replacement therapy is, Mr. Pads. HRT, TRT. It's the same thing. You know, as you age, your body doesn't produce the testosterone that it once did. So the wise people will go to see a doctor, have their blood levels tested, get back that the fountain of youth, the testosterone, man. That's what men strive for. I got my buddy Black and Brown out there. He's a fucking testosterone shooting fountain out there, man. So he knows what I'm talking about, bro. You know, you stay healthy. You keep your cardio going. You keep circulation in your body. You stop. You try to stay away from stressful situations. You know, you cut down on inflammation, things like that, and your testosterone level should be fine. But once you get past 60, you know, that's when the old testes doesn't want to do that extra work. So you need a little bit of you need a little help. But anyway, man, that's my testosterone thing. And let's get back to this fight, man. Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay at the time, taking on Sonny Liston. Now remember, Ali was undefeated contender, but he had troubles. Ali got knocked down by French contender Doug Jones 2 fights earlier, and then he got knocked down by Henry Cooper, who was a top contender. And Henry Cooper didn't want to go fight Sonny Liston. He said if Clay beats him, I'll fight Clay, but he didn't want to fight Sonny Liston. In fact, his manager, you see this over here, Cooper's manager Jim Wick said, "We don't even want to meet Liston walking down the same street." Damn. I mean, we think Mike Tyson was an intimidating figure. You know? Let me see here, man. I gotta read some of this stuff too, because I forget a lot of these things. I've heard them before, and once I catch the print, I can remember them and I can rap off the shit that I remember. But you know, people talked about Mike Tyson before he got beat, but Liston was more ferocious and more indestructible. This is promoter Harold Conrad's words. He said, "When Sonny gave you the evil eye, I don't care who you were, you shrunk. You shrunk 2 feet tall." And Tex Moore wrote in Sports Illustrated, "Shauna Allah, shout out to you, my sister. Joe, my brother." Yes, he did, man. Sonny Banks knocked down Cassius Clay at the time. Liston's arms were massively muscled. The jab is more than a jab. He hits it with true shock power. It never occurred to Liston that he might lose a fight. And Johnny Taco, that's a name you cats might remember. He's a trainer who worked with George Foreman, Mike Tyson, and Sonny Liston. And Johnny Taco said Liston was the hardest hitter of them all, man. And he had a glower, I guess you can call it, glowering demeanor about him where, you know, when Sonny looked at you, you shrunk. You coward, man. And Esquire magazine, we didn't have any internet at the time. It was print media, over the air, broadcast radio stuff. And Esquire magazine was big. Esquire had Ali on the cover with the arrows in him, had all kinds of things. But this particular edition, they had Sonny Liston dressed as Santa Claus. And it didn't go over so well. It didn't go over so well with the public. Because Sonny Liston, man, he was more judged on his past. He didn't want to be bothered. He was a very, very low-key guy. He served his time. But trouble followed Sonny, man. That was the problem with Sonny Liston. You know, he'd go to a town and the cops, because he had a reputation as a cop beater, he got chased out of several towns. He couldn't live in Philadelphia. He got chased out of Denver. Man, you know, Sonny is a tragic figure in boxing. But on this night, this is Muhammad Ali's night to shine. I'm gonna still go back to Sonny Liston because, you know, it takes two to tango, and this fight, a lot of people did not give Ali the chance in this fight, man. He was considered such an underdog. I think let me see if I can remember this without having to look into my laptop over here. I think it was like 24 out of 27 reporters predicted Sonny Liston was going to beat Muhammad Ali. Cassius Clay. He's Muhammad Ali to me, you know. I wasn't even. He changed his name the day after this fight. Actually, he didn't change his name, but he told everybody he had converted to the Nation of Islam. Where he did it when he was 18. But Ali, 22 years old, bro. That's just so many things about this fight. My lady still raises my plank with one look. my old lady's a honey too, St. Cruz, and that's one of the things I was blessed with, man. I got a partner now with me till we can't be partners anymore. And sad reality of life, bro. We're in those dessert stages over here, man. But it's great to do it with somebody you love. That one guy, Bones. How you doing, my brother? But yeah, Sonny Liston, man, nobody wanted to fight Sonny Liston, but Muhammad Ali did. In fact, he had a campaign where he chased Liston around. He pulled a Shannon Briggs Klitschko kind of a thing. He went up to his home 3:00 in the morning in Denver on a bus with a loudspeaker. He had fans with him. The press was with him. Come on, oh, you big ugly bear! I want you. I want to fight you. I mean, these guys were truly, truly athletes. This was the Ali was creme de la creme. You think now that people do crazy things for the press. Ali was doing this when nobody was doing this. Ali's moving around like a middleweight in the heavyweights. People thought he was abnormally, and people didn't think the writers, the pros. I can remember way back. I was 9 years old, and I remember the aura of Sonny Liston and this young brash upstart rapping off his mouth, getting all these old cats mad at him, saying, how dare he disrespect the heavyweight championship of the world? And oh man, I mean, and even after that, see it all kind of, hey, Rachel Denier, man, shout out to you, sister. Appreciate you coming by. See, the problem is when you get older and you start talking and you lose your train of thought. But that's cool because, see, there's a lot in this big old noggin of mine. And the problem is I just have to get it all to come out at the right time. But yeah, somebody listened to the Big Ugly Bear. I mean, he was I don't know what we can call him, man, in history, man. Just a, underappreciated. We didn't really know what he was about. Because, like I said, man, he came out of the penitentiary and just beating up everybody. Man. He just an intimidating figure in the boxing world. And on this night, man, Ali, Cassius Clay, they had to build this fight up. This fight needed to be built up because people did not give Ali a chance. They didn't give Clay a chance. I think it was 8-1, 11-1. Let me look and see if I can see if I can find out what the odds were. Yeah, 11-1. And Ali, man, he baited the bear. He baited the bear. He coined that phrase, the Big Ugly Bear. Chased him around casinos in Vegas. There's that famous story of Liston pulling out the blank pistol, aiming it at Clay, and Clay just running out of there. And Clay, dude, you're in a crowded restaurant, a casino. 7-1 was it? St. Cruzin. And the thing about odds change with different houses set different odds. But even at 7-1, man, what a weigh-in! And if you can remember the weigh-in, the weigh-in is when Ali was so he was, his blood pressure was off the charts. He was ranting and raving. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna get you. And Liston's just sitting there and Liston's looking at him, and Liston gives that 2 rounds, and Clay's going 7. You're not going past 7. You're not going past 7 rounds, and he's getting all uptight. and they thought they were going to have to call off the fight because his blood pressure was out of whack, and they thought he might be stroking out there. But Freddie Pacheco, he told the doctors there, he said, this is the act, this is how we sell a fight, man. This is what's going on. They waited for the situation to calm down a little bit, and they realized Ali, Cassius Clay, he could control a press conference. He had this power. He had this skill, man. But he was fined $2,500 for this crazy stint that he pulled at the weigh-in. His heartbeat registered 120 beats per minute, more than twice the normal rate, and his blood pressure was 200 over 100. And he's fighting the next day. Same day. I think these are same-day weigh-ins. And many people thought by this, they thought that Clay was terrified. Sliding counter, my brother. Salute, man. They thought he was terrified, and he was scared to death, liable to crack up at any time before he enters the ring. Some people didn't even think this fight was going to go 1 round. They didn't think Clay was going to go into the ring. But it all been an act. And Ali said famously, he said, Liston's not afraid of me, he's afraid of a nut. Afraid of a crazy man. I heard Angelo Dundee say that too, man. That was the strategy. PGH Big Dog, my bro. Salute, man. Salute. And then the fight itself, man. We got Cassius Clay weighing in at 210 pounds. Liston, several pounds over his prime weight, was fighting at 218. And Clay was taller. Liston always put the persona up as a big, tough guy. Always came out there. He had towels underneath his robe, made his shoulders stand out big. Always wanted to look down on you, man. He always wanted to stand over you. But he didn't realize that Ali was taller than he was, and he's trying to look down on Ali, and he's staring at his chest, and Ali is Ali actually, and Liston had to stare down too, but it didn't intimidate Ali on that night. But Ali did admit, he said he was a little scared, just frightened me, just knowing how hard he hit. But Ali said, man, I had no choice but to go and fight. And man, this was it's hard to believe, 59 years ago. I bet my brother St. Cruiser must remember a little bit about this fight. Yeah, Liston was like I said before, he was an intimidating figure, and small by today's heavyweight standards too. But I mean, they all are back then. I guess we just breed them differently today. We have better nutrition. We have maybe we've evolved a little bit, but it seems like these fighters today, they and then I think, what am I saying here? Because Alexander Usyk is same size and same weight as Clay, and I have to call him Clay this time because we're in 1964 and that was his name. That was his name, man. His name was Cassius Clay, and after this fight, he changed it to Cassius X. And then he was given the name Muhammad Ali, and we all know Ali, Muhammad meaning, I can't even remember now, man. See, that's how bad my brain is. I'll remember it in a second, I'm sure. Most High. But anyway, man, we're gonna watch this fight because this was something to see, and this is, like I said earlier, this is 59 years old. And Ali, man, we're gonna see the We'll wait till the fight starts before we get it on the we'll probably put it on the full screen here. But we're gonna see the Ali, when he gets it, he's blinded by the solution that Sonny Liston was using for his shoulders. He had really bad bursitis. They said he couldn't even. I think that's why the fight was. That's why he quit the fight. I think it was because of his shoulders. I didn't think he had any feeling in there. But I think he was even going to continue. He's got Archie Moore in his corner. He's got. I don't know who his other. I don't know if that's Dick Slater. I don't know who his other trainer is in there. And they're getting ready. And we got to remember too at this time, television was the main thing. The Beatles were the main rock and roll band in the country. They were on Ed Sullivan's show, and Ed Sullivan saw this fight, and he said, "I saw Liston and Clay, and it was a stinker of all time." And Ed Sullivan was a big boxing fan, and he says, "I swear the Beatles could beat him. I'm not kidding." And he had Sonny Liston and on his show, he had Sonny Liston and Joe Louis were in the audience, and he had him stand up for applause. And then the Beatles, on a side note, man, they also visited Ali's training headquarters, and there's that famous picture of Ali punching them all, and all the four heads going. But this was good stuff, and there's some interesting stories behind that too, man. You know, Ali didn't know who they were. Ali said to Angelo Dundee, "Who are these little faggots out there, man?" And Dundee says, "Oh, let's get some pictures with them. These are the Beatles." Well, now we're seeing the celebrities, the former boxers, in coming into the ring. And Sonny Liston, man, he's got that white robe on, the hood on his head, towel thrown over his head. I don't know if it's a robe or a towel on his head, but intimidating figure. Ali got Sugar Ray Robinson out there, man. But Drew Bundini Brown. Ali and Sugar Ray were tight. Ali wanted Sugar Ray, man, to train him. Sugar Ray didn't want to do it, man. And here we are, man. We're in Miami Beach for one of the biggest upsets in boxing history. And the way the fight ended, man, you know, Sonny Liston. We'll watch a little bit of this fight before we talk about the ending of it. And there he is, man, the Brown Bomber, Joe Louis. The Brown Bomber himself at ringside. In fact, Joe Louis was doing commentary over here. He was the Duma Network. Joe Louis was a color analyst over here for this fight. We're getting ready for action. We got Drew Bundini Brown, Rocky Marciano at ringside, and you got a who's who. I can't even keep this on small screen anymore. We gotta get this on the big screen here, man. They're getting ready to rumble, and look at Ali with those short shorts on. That great leg work. A young Angelo Dundee with hair on his head. Drew Bundini Brown, and he's got Freddie Pacheco too as his ringside physician, his personal physician. And here we go, man. Highly anticipated, and all these ringside reporters, they all doubted Cassius Clay. They all said he was going to get knocked out. None of them gave him more than 5 rounds. This was supposedly going to be a beatdown. Ali's corner, man, looking really serious. And they say that Sonny Liston didn't train much for this fight either. Had a really, really shabby training regimen. He didn't think the fight was going to go past 2 rounds. He really thought in his head that this kid is going to go down fast. He's a middleweight. He's dancing around. He doesn't belong in the same ring with me. I think that all changed really, really fast for Sonny Liston. And the announcements are happening. And why don't we see fights like this anymore, huh? But then again, maybe we do. Maybe the being the 7-1 underdog. The big ugly bear. Yeah, here goes that stare down. This is when he realizes how tall Cassius Clay is. Instead of looking down, notice those eyeballs? Those eyeballs are looking up, not down. Yeah, man. Ali won that stare down. I think Liston didn't realize he was going in there against such a big guy. He thought he was going in there against a middleweight, like he mentioned many times in his pre-fight. And Liston, he stayed away from the press too. Oh, Ali was a shit talker, man. You know, some of the words that Ali used, man, they just say they were like, man, you just wouldn't believe. I mentioned that to some people. Some of the words that Ali spoke like that. Oh yeah, MF, CS, every word you can find, man. Liston's trying to kind of corner Ali over here. He's trying to impose his will, but Ali is dancing, just feeling out Sonny Liston over here, man. He's not going to get caught early, that's for sure. And Liston's going in there with one mission in mind. And Liston throws that overhand right to the body. Ali's rolling with these punches. He tries a big left hook, big right cross. Ali's nowhere to be found for either one of those punches. And Ali, now he's got that jab pumping in Sonny Liston's face. And Sonny Liston, like we stated earlier, man, he had a jab that would knock walls down. Had the shock factor. And Ali's just staying on his toes. There we go, doing a little bit of the great footwork. Boom, plants his feet for a combination. I think Sonny already realizes he's in for it's not the night that he expected. Sonny's jab almost looks like it's slow motion compared to Ali's out here. And Sonny, they said he was 32 in this fight, but most people said he was closer to 40. Some say even older than that. Look at that beautiful head movement, man. Sonny's just walking into combinations. He's trying to establish a jab. It's just not happening. Beautiful, beautiful footwork by Cassius Clay. Cassius Clay holds him. I'm sure he said something nice to Sonny there. Is that all you got, Sonny? Is that all you got, motherfucker? Come on. My sparring partners hit me harder than you, bitch. I mean, Ali was, hey, flawless mark, man. Thank you for coming by, my brother. We're just here, there's good boxing coming on later on today. We got the boxing from Minnesota tonight, and I think the Floyd fight is even on later on this afternoon around 5 o'clock. But, we're supposed to have Adrian Broner today, and Michael Williams, and that fight didn't work out. But instead, we're going to Minnesota, and damn, I'm so bad with names. But the undefeated Puerto Rican, not undefeated, one defeat, 18 wins, 18 knockouts, one loss. What's his name? Somebody help me out there. And he's fighting an undefeated Argentinian. $5 for a blowjob and $10 for a quickie. Whew. What you guys talking about out there? Be nice out here, man. This is the Sabbath somewhere. Nothing but respect in here, my brothers and my sisters. And here we go, man. Ali he's in the ropes. He's sitting down. I don't know if he's complaining about the. The thing was, man, Sonny Liston, he put this solution on his shoulders, and it was found out it's called Monzel solution, and it was illegal. And what happened is Ali sweats. He sweat so much, and they got together so much in the clinches that it got all in his eyes. And you're going to see in the 5th round, he wants to quit. He wants to take the gloves off. I mean, he thinks he's been done wrong. And Eddie Machin, another of Sonny Liston's opponents, he said the same thing after this fight. He said the same thing happened to me. I was blinded. I couldn't defend myself. And I mean, Sonny, I don't know if he had scruples or not, but this is boxing, and this is dirty stuff. Did Sonny just have that liniment on his shoulders? Did he know it was going to get into Clay's eyes? Oh, beautiful left hook by Sonny Liston. I mean, this is not a one-sided fight. Not yet, anyway. But see, Ali is jabbing. And Liston is trying to establish that jab and to drop that right hand, because for most opponents that works. But when he goes to dropping on Ali, Ali's just not there, and he's just. Sonny tries to throw a 1-2. Ali just shifts his weight, and see, Ali's going straight backwards. That's a no-no in boxing. Unless your name is Muhammad Ali, he can get away with it. Look, Sonny Liston just missed that left hook. He's missing by inches. And every time Sonny Liston stops punching, bap, 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 he gets a jab in the face. And Ali constantly circling, constantly moving. Look at that head movement. He just got out of the way of 3-punch combination with no problem, not blocking, simply moving his head. This is a lesson for any young boxers out there, man. We're seeing some great stuff. Now they're standing up in center ring. Oh man, St. Cruzin. We're gonna see that. We're gonna see that in the 6th round. When Ali he survives that round, he said he could not see. He only saw a blurry image in front of him, and he just kept moving. And Angelo said, "Run, run," and that's coming up, man. This is a scheduled for 15 rounds. We all know Sonny Liston doesn't come out for the 8th round. Ali, once again, his prediction comes true, but we're watching it over here, man. We're watching him dissect the big bear, Sonny Liston. Nobody gave Clay a chance in this fight. 3 reporters, and there was a show at the time. It was called "What's My Line." It was like one of these game shows. They had celebrities on there, and they used to put a blindfold on them. And they'd bring a celebrity out there, and they try to guess who he was. And they had Liston on there, and they had Ali on there, and they changed their voice. Pretty comical thing. You can see clips of it on YouTube. But even the celebrities there, they picked the celebrities at the time. I'm trying to think who it was, man. Bill Cullen, I think he was one of the hosts, and Arlene, Kitty Carlson, all these relics from the day. But here we go. We got Archie Moore trying to get Sonny ready here. Is that Dick Young? Is that his Joe? Who's Sonny's trainer? Who's the dude with the glasses? I know a historian like yourself would know that. But Sonny doesn't look all that frustrated right now. On this day, 1964. What am I saying 1984? 1964. I was thinking 84 today, though. 84 was kind of a good year, too. Joe Polino. And they're back in the center ring here. Man, Ali on his bicycle throwing rapid combinations. Yeah, now he's starting to put some hurt on Sonny Liston. Now he's starting to bust up that eye. Now he's starting to really let him know who's in charge here. Look at this, man. Look at that hand movement. Nobody did this to Sonny Liston. Oh, I mean that 1-2 on target. Great stuff here, man. Great stuff. Cassius Clay, 59 years ago today, winning the heavyweight championship of the world for the first time. Sonny, that long jab, man. It's just a fraction of a second behind. You know, he's landing it. He's landing a little bit of it. Round gone one. Salute, brother. He's landing that left jab, but Clay's moving that head back. He's not taking the full brunt. And after the fight, it's very noticeable at the press conference. And he even said, man, there's not a mark on me. Look at my pretty face. And Sonny Liston, he was a mess. That jab was just pounding on that cheek below the eye. That left jab, that right cheek is way out of whack. I mean, the bully just got out-bullied in this fight. Sonny's trying his best over here. And as you can see, Sonny's getting those shoulders in Ali's eyes and on his forehead. You can see how that sweat's running in. I think Sonny knows he's got to end this fight. He doesn't have any gas in the tank. He doesn't have the movement to take care of this kid. He doesn't even look like he has the power anymore. It seems like Ali knows how to negate that power. You know, the movement. Look at that. Every time he throws one of those outstanding right hands that he knocked everybody out with, no effect. He's not landing it. Ali's just he's just got that perfect timing for this fight. And there we go. I think that's the end of the fourth round. Or is it the fifth round? I forget, man. Thunderbird Hotel in Las Vegas. That's where Sonny Liston used to train, man. So a lot of good footage on that too, man. When Sonny Liston would hit that bag to John Coltrane's Night Train. Whew. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Sonny was a whiz with that speed bag. Ali too. I mean, damn. Most boxers are, but Ali was a specialty. It was special with it, man. Sugar Ray Leonard, all these great fighters, man. They put on exhibitions with speed bags. And here, start of round 4. Whew, I was getting ahead of myself here. The Dumont Network. Ali's keeping his distance, man. He's making sure he's got enough room to see those punches. When Liston used to shift his eyes before he threw a punch, and Ali noticed that. So he noted every time Liston shifted his eyes, Ali moved before the punch came. He was just a smart fighter. At the Providence Civic Center, he had an exhibition, Mr. Pads. It was actually between his Leon Spinks fights, and he fought three guys, three rounds in exhibition. Good stuff, bro. I got to saw Muhammad Ali. I didn't grab that exhibition is another story in itself, but yeah, that was not a recorded fight. You can find, if you go in the papers, you can find it. Ali exhibition, Providence Civic Center, 1978 or 79. I can't even remember what year it was, but it was at the Civic Center. I remember the opponents, man. Jimmy Ellis, former sparring partner Alonzo Johnson, and local hero at the time, John Dino Dennis. Here we are, man, in the fourth round, and Clay is just pumping that jab in Sonny Liston's face. And you can see that left eye is a slit. I thought it would be more on the right side, but with his circling movement and the way that he's throwing that jab, he's dusting up the left eye of Sonny Liston. Just beautiful, beautiful defense here. And Liston, you can see that he moves his foot forward and he sets before he throws that jab so he can get maximum power into it. And Clay sees that, and he's not there. He sees that that left foot get planted and the shoulder turn. And by the time that jab gets out there, his head is not there. It's a fraction of a second away. Just great timing. And you got to remember too, this is the day after he announced his conversion. He had been a Muslim for 4 years since he was 18. 22 years old too here, man. So this created a lot of controversy in this country. And you know what's cool too? I found a color version of this. So I want to thank the Color It In Fighters here. I want to thank the guy who put this out there, because I've seen this fight in black and white. I don't think I've seen it in color. And color is definitely the way to go. And see, he says, cut them gloves off. Cut the gloves off. Something rotten going on. Angelo Dundee, he sticks his finger in the eye and he sticks it in his own eye. See, because, I mean, he's blinded in this right now. He wants to cut the gloves off. Angelo Dundee's like, are you crazy? Don't you cut those. What are you, nuts? This is a world title fight. He says, get out there. Run. He pushes him out there. He wants to stop this fight. And Clay's like, you crazy? No. You're not going to tell anybody anything. The referee comes over and goes, nah, nothing's wrong. Get out of here. And then he goes, run. Now, you watch Sonny Liston. Sonny Liston knows. Watch Sonny Liston try everything, man. He gives Ali a fucking beating in this fucking round, man. I'm sorry. Whoop. Trying to keep my shows PG over here. And look at Liston. See, he knew he had Clay's eyes messed up here. See that body shot combination? That was heavy bag stuff. What was that about? 10 punches to the body. And Clay is he's using that jab just to feel where Liston's at. He's putting that pouring with that left hand and just trying to stay away from that big right hand. Try to stay away from Liston as much as he can until he can get his sight back, because he's a blind man out there. Look at him. He's squinting those eyes. Liston's just trying to end this fight, trying everything in his power to do it. He's just on his bicycle, covering up, right? He's got to stick that jab out to feel where the bear is, man. Stay away from him. You know, open fist so he can catch those punches. He's not in an offensive frame of mind at all. He just wants to survive this fight, man. And this is the pivot. See him keeping that, trying to. That's the range finder. That's so we can see where this big bear is, so we can stay away from him. Not so we can drop that right hand. Not so we can even jab. Just so we can know where this big bear is, trying to knock his head off, man. And looks like he's starting to get a little bit of his sight back over here, man. It looks like he's finally got it. He's not blinking as much anymore. Oh, beautiful! Oh man, the radar in him, man. The radar that he's got. But now I think he can see once again. He's still holding on the inside, but I think he's got his sight back now. He's still staying close. I think Liston knows Liston had his chance and he blew it. No, he still isn't snapping those punches out yet. He's still running. He's still blinking. He's still trying to get that Monzel solution out of his eyes. But no, there he goes, man. There's a little more offense now. Now he says, what's going on? Now he's got the sight back again. I mean, great stuff, especially if you know what happened. I mean, I would have loved to have seen this live. Maybe I even did. I was just too young to. Nah, couldn't have. I've seen it many times after that. I was in bed, man, 9 years old. I think I was in maybe the 4th, 5th grade, something like that. You know, John F. Kennedy was assassinated. The president was Andrew Johnson. Totally different time. Vietnam was raging. Vietnam was just happening. We were just starting to get involved in the war in Vietnam. And it was a crazy time in the country, but it was, white picket fences and mom didn't have to work. Dad made plenty of money and was a whole different time. It was a lot of innocence. Oh, and there we go. Ali's he's definitely got his senses back to him. Sorry, I'm starting to drift off a little bit there, but there we go. There goes that jab. Now he's got his facilities with him. He's got his faculties going on now. The combinations. There we go. There's the old Cassius Clay coming back again. He's surviving this round. This was the pivotal round in the fight, man. Yeah, he definitely did, and Sonny Liston knew it, man. Sonny Liston knew that was his shot, and he wanted out. Angelo Dundee said, "Reality, Clay, reality. This is the heavyweight championship of the world. You ain't saying nothing. You get out there and you run." And this is the survival. This is one of the greatest fights. And the people that say Ali had, people that knock him, just watch how he survives this fight. Watch what he does in the other fights. I know we watched Joe Louis trying to get in at the end too, Joe. But Muhammad Ali is definitely in charge now. He survived, and he's yelling at the reporters too. He says, "I'm going to shock the world. I'm going to shock the world," and he's pointing at him. I mean, this was a amazing fight, amazing day. I had to honor this one, man. The jab is starting to bounce once again into Sonny Liston's face, and he's got that big neck to absorb the shocks, but he's busting him up. That shoulder's nearly useless. Sonny Liston was just broken down in this fight. This was really something, man. This was really the legendary killer was crumbled, man. Crumbled. And you got the mafia over there, so people are yelling, "Fixed fight, fixed fight." And I'm reading here 8-1 odds in Liston's favor, never varied by more than a point. So you have 8-1, 7-1, 9-1. So that right in that neighborhood, St. Cruising. And here we go, man. We're getting ready for the 6th round. Round 7. I'm sorry. Here we go, man. And this is where Sonny Liston spits his mouthpiece out. He doesn't come out for the round. A lot of theories about this. His corner would stop the fight. Some say Liston stopped the fight. They say Archie Moore said when he got to the corner, Liston said, "Let's go," and he thought that meant it was time to kick some ass. But no, that was time to let's get out of here. Let's go. This fight's over. But I mean, he shocked the world. He's yelling at all the reporters down there. He's pointing them to him down at ringside. "I told you. I told you. I told you." He's going right down the line to every one of them. Truly amazing stuff. Cannot stay away from those reporters at ringside, man. Because none of them gave him a chance. Getting it all together here, man. The reality's sinking in. Great fight, man. Great thing to see. Let's see where Sonny Liston went after this. Go look at his box rec over here, man. Always loving that box rec. And Sonny Liston, he ended his career. 50 victories. Thank you, my old lady home with the stuff. 50 victories and 4 defeats. He was stopped 3 times. He had 39 knockouts. And after this fight, he had that famous rematch. You know, the famous rematch up in Lewiston, Maine. The 1-round knockout where was the fix-in, wasn't the fix-in. But he was really never the same after that, man. I'm looking at his record here. Amos Johnson was one of his a fight. He had several knockouts. Henry Clark, Amos Lincoln, you know, all journeymen. Then he had the fight with Leotis Martin where he got starched in the 9th round. Unbelievable. And that was kind of it for Sonny Liston. He fought Chuck Wepner in his last fight. He won the fight. Chuck Wepner bled all over the place. It was kind of a tough way for him to go. You know, Sonny Liston, he died mysteriously. They say he overdosed on heroin. There's all kind of conspiracy theories that he owed the mob money, and he was he was slipped a hot bag. A lot of different ways that they're saying that it happened. I don't know, man. You know, it was he had a crazy life. But he hit like a mule, and he gave us some great fights. And if you never saw any Sonny Liston fights, man, I hope you enjoyed this one. Because this was truly a classic day. And Muhammad Ali, what can we say about Muhammad Ali? You know, this was the beginning of the greatest. You know, and he defended that title. He had 2. He defended it 19 times. 2 10-year reigns. Just a great time, man. This fight was investigated. It was investigated by the Florida state attorney. Said no evidence to support the claim of a fix. And this was the real deal, man. This was the real deal. But it was a great day, man. 1964. February 25th, Miami, Florida. What can we say, man? Great stuff. I'm glad you stopped in here to watch it with me. We got some good fights coming on later today. I'll be out there trolling, watching some live boxing, and even tomorrow I'm gonna tune in for the Jake Paul fight, Jake Paul and the Tommy Fury fight, and then you got Floyd fighting later this afternoon too. So there's a lot of entertainment. I'm not gonna say boxing, so to speak, but a lot of entertainment. So man, thank you, cats, for coming in here. Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more. I'm out of here. Peace.